check in. Penthouse suite, check in. When your feet hit the street, check in. Cause if not, shit get hot, you better check it in.
Welcome to the West Side. Checking in. We got Big U, the most notorious, good looking, tall, dark skinned, bad with an S on his chest man on the planet Earth. Yes, I got an S on my chest. And we're interviewing another younger version with an S on his chest, Mr. Shaquille O'Neal. I'm checking in.
So did anybody know that Big U is doing interviews now with major quote unquote stars in the music industry? Because I didn't know that until last night. So he's doing interviews with WorldStar hiphop.com. If you scroll through, and I'm not necessarily on their YouTube channel, but if you scroll through, I'm going to scroll through here and just look at the heading or the title. And he has an interview with Fat Joe, Jim Jones, Remy Ma, Shaquille O'Neal, Gunna, Ice-T. Okay, that's not WorldStar Hip Hop. Stephen A. Smith and O.T. Genesis. And see, I thought O.T. was Nip's homeboy. So what qualifies Big U to all of a sudden do interviews with major hip hop stars and major people in the quote unquote culture? Who's allowing this? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because the thing is like, I'm not from LA, right? So I wouldn't know. But I didn't know about Big U until I knew about Nipsey. I would never know who Big U is if I didn't know who Nipsey was. And technically, what other artists has Big U contributed to in the music industry? Now, Nip is a huge artist and a huge influence. But what other artists does he have claims to qualify him to sit down and do these type of interviews all of a sudden with a major quote unquote hip hop channel? It's just very strange to me that if you've been paying attention, Big U was very quiet throughout Nipsey's career. As far as when it comes to social media, his social media presence, he did not start speaking out and speaking up until after Nip died, about Nip. And it was quite frequent over the past almost 3 years since Nip's assassination. He has said a lot. And he speaks about Nip and their falling out and their relationship. And if you pay attention to body language and voice tone, he always speaks with a lot of emotion and aggression when it comes to Nip. He always speaks with the intention of making it known that he was the one in charge, or he was the one in quote unquote control. There's an underlying anger there. So it's, to me, I don't know how politics work, but to me, that's off code. You don't wait until somebody dies to start talking the way that he talks about Nip. Now we have him here doing WorldStar hip-hop interviews. And in the intro, if you paid attention, he has the Crenshaw logo represented there, which is Nip's logo. Now, I don't know what settlement happened, because there was a trademark settlement going on between the Crips LLC and the Crenshaw brand or the Marathon clothing brand. I don't know what's happened. There are other YouTube channels that have dived into that and given more information regarding that. But it is extremely strange and very uncomfortable for me to know that all of a sudden, you know, he's getting and has gained all of this clout over this man's death. Now he's doing interviews and even doing interviews with one of Nip's so-called homeboys, OT Genesis, and many more. So comment below. Let me know if you've noticed this. Let me know your thoughts. And I'll be back with another video later. I mean, I don't know why it just seems like there's so much information coming out now. If you take a look at my last video, there's more information that has also come out this year that I just haven't noticed before in the past almost 3 years since Nip's demise.